Carrier Sekani Family Services in northern British Columbia offers plenty of opportunities for training and learning, and we were lucky enough to take a little bit of Nowh Guna Cultural Training ourselves here on the show. And I took it with Barby and Dianna and learned a lot along the way. But first of all, before we start talking about that, I wanted to give you the chance to introduce yourself here, Barby.
My name is Barby Skaling, and we always begin by acknowledge our heritage system. And so I sit with the Laxilio clan, which is the Little Frog clan, the cute ones, and also I come from the House of Many Eyes, and my traditional name is Yahale. So thank you for inviting us.
Thank you. Dianna?
Yeah, and my name is Dianna Mould, and I am one of the facilitators of the Nowh Guna training, and it's a pretty amazing program, and I think everyone should take it.
Yeah, so the Nowh Guna Cultural Training was really an eye-opener to me because, and thank you guys for coming in today as well, I should start by saying that, but an eye-opener for me because I feel like here in Prince George, going to school here in Prince George in Lheidli-T'enneh territory, you learn a little bit about the Lheidli-T'enneh, but not necessarily all of the nations that we have in the Carrier Sekani family, which stretches far and beyond. But maybe kind of just start me with a little bit about the training for the viewers, folks who haven't gotten the chance to take it, what it kind of all encompasses.
So first of all, let's understand the concept that's related to our culture. We are a carrier nation across the 11 First Nations communities that we provide services to and programs. And so the important piece here is to have some awareness of our culture, and also people who work with us. We also ask to say, what culture do you come from? And so I'm going to let Dianna take over.
Yeah, very interactive is what I would say.
Yeah, I mean, the program itself is very experiential, and it gives people an opportunity to look at their own lens on when it comes to working with First Nations people. And the other beautiful thing is that when it comes to, the training itself really focuses on the Carrier Sekani, as Barby said. However, it really does really open the eyes of all the participants on no matter where they come from, whether they're First Nations or non-First Nations. It's just a really opportunity to kind of say, you know, how do I, put my foot in both worlds? And Barby actually has an amazing way of sharing how that works for us.
Yeah, go ahead.
So when we were, Dianna and I, and Sarah, we always honor Sarah. Sarah was one of our elders that her and I came together with Marlena, and we did a lot of work in developing this program. And so we were talking about how even this works for us decolonizing, mm-hmm. and having the best of both worlds. And so in saying so, we share our history, and when we say history, it's about our pre-contact. Mm-hmm. And basically we were very self-sufficient back in the day, and then how we got decolonized. And so in a lot of the good program around cultural safety and humility is very important for for non-First Nations and our own First Nations who come to work for Carrier Sekani. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say that because, for folks wondering, like, this is about, like, folks like the Takla Nation, Stilatin, Nikosley, Sykas, like, all of these nations west of Prince George, mm-hmm. That, yeah, you might not hear or know the origin story of, but you definitely get a taste of that, and in an interactive way. And I think for lots of people, it's pretty overwhelming to take the training and hear the story as well, because it's just stories that are kind of so shocking. Mm-hmm.
And it's truth-telling, as Dianna and I were discussing it. It's truth-telling, and it's all about the lived experience. I'm very, very well versed in that department, because I was impacted by the residential school, mm-hmm. with my siblings, and also I did attend the Indian Day School, and I also was the Indian Hospital. I was there for several months as a child. So mm-hmm. all of this is bringing forward truth-telling of our lived experience, and Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Barbie, because you know the other part is that like when we think about the impact that you know colonization residential school has had on all of us in the community, not just First Nations people, but you know the general population, and this training gives us an opportunity to say, you know, how has it impacted me, whether I'm First Nations or not, like. And it does for the participants. The participants get to, you know, look at their own lens when it comes to working with First Nations people. And you know, we had one particular staff member who's worked for Carrier Sekani for 30 years, and they took it, and after 50, you know, and one of the things they said, after 15 years of working for the agency, what I've learned in 2 days, it took me 15 years to learn.
Wow.
So yeah, you know, because there's just so much in the content to be able to unpack some of those, some of the impacts, but in a very respectful, kind way. And you know, and like I said in the beginning, that I think everyone should take it, because it really is an opportunity to say, how can we all work together when it comes to reconciliation?
Yeah.
Right, and that's the biggest thing about our training, is that we want everybody to be able to understand what First Nations people went through in a very loving, kind, respectful way. And we, you know, and we think everyone should take it, like really, and you know, because it is such an important training. And we, you know, and just, you know, like in 2020, we actually won the Lieutenant Governor's Award.
Yes, yeah. I was going
know?
to say, this is an award-winning training that the Carrier Sekani is proud to offer. Like, this is stuff that you don't get the opportunity to do really anywhere else in BC.
Yeah.
It's 2021. It's a BC Reconciliation Award, and it's a Lieutenant Governor Award of BC.
Wow.
So we were very fortunate. In listening to Dianna, it's we both love doing this work, and it gives an opportunity for myself and for our participants around moving forward and working together. And this program also brings our own First Nations that may have been away from their community, and they want to go back and learn more of their nation. So it's an amazing program. We really share a lot of truth telling, our histories, what the atrocities that a lot of our members have faced.
Yeah, important to tell as well. And I appreciate you both for coming in here and talking about it today as well. I wanted to point out the book we have on the table here is available at Books and Company in Prince George, and you might find it elsewhere as well. But this gives a little bit of a snippet. If you can't make the training work for whatever reason, at least give the book a read. You get a little bit of knowledge on the systems, the potlatch system, which I learned so much about. But yeah, I think my biggest takeaway, just to kind of steal the stage for a second, was just the lack of knowledge that I think, and maybe the ignorance that lots of us have towards Carrier Sekani nations. I think that we all should do a much better job in learning for what really is the true story.
Well, thank you for that.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful program, and we share the local stories, and how, even for example, how Lately was moved away from here. And it happened to many other communities, and a lot of people don't really understand us. There's a lot of myths that happens, you know, that we get everything for free, and so this program kind of sets the stage in telling the truth that no, we don't get everything free.
Yep, truth is important. For folks wondering, what is the easiest way to sign up for the program?
Yeah, just sign into Carrier Sekani Family Services and look for the Nowh Guna training, and you can hit the link and you can sign up for it, and you'll get a message from Jerry Lynn Kirk, who is one of our coordinators, and she'll hook you up for sure.
And also too, like we it's a 2 half days.
Yes.
We can also do 2 full days.
Oh, okay.
And we've had an opportunity with the social workers, the nurses, the health professionals, the doctors. So we really encourage as many people that could come and join us.
Yeah, open to the public, open to groups,
Yeah.
however it worked for you, they will make it work at Carrier Sekani Family Services. And yeah, I'm just so grateful to have the opportunity to have gone through this. So thank you for joining us, Musi Cho, for coming on today as well.
Absolutely.
And Sinichelia, and folks, give it a whirl. I mean, you can't go wrong learning about the true history here in our region. Thanks so much.
Thank you.